Okay, so I went and dug at this quite a bit, and one of the problems with this design actually isn't the electronics, but it's these screws that are used to hold on this LCD bezel. And you might be hard to see in the video, but there's a few points where the screws have definitely been over tightened, and they're actually little holes that poke out, which means that the plastic here is partially stripped. And at this point, it's really challenged to get a screw to bite. I could replace these with different screws, but I don't happen to have any handy. And arguably, it doesn't matter because when the system's assembled, the front of this case actually helps hold this LCD screen into place. So what I'm going to do to make sure I have a tighter fit, more push right there, is I'm actually going to use our amazing and awesome friend, the hot glue gun. And I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue on a few spots around this bezel, so that as I screw down the board and attach it, it will actually put pressure and hold that LCD more in place. So I've got my handy dandy glue gun. Let's hope I don't get it everywhere. Just a little draw up there. And this is not I'm not using this as glue, so I'm definitely going to let it completely cool in between uses. Get that out of our way before, make it stay out of our way, till it actually put the display on. Trying to be careful. I don't want to get any of that glue down on the little screen, because then it's going to be visible from the back side. This gray plastic, it probably doesn't matter if I get a little bit of glue on the gray plastic, because as long as it's not all the way around, it should still flex. Something like that. Okay, go ahead and turn that off. So essentially we gotta let that set up. I have a few little hairs that are getting probably challenging to see on the video. We'll try to pluck those out of the way so that they're not left over when I actually seal this thing back up. But once it's set up, I'm going to go ahead and put the top back on. I'll put in all these screws here to actually hold the board back against the front. We'll power it up and see what we get. I won't be able to check that it works until the whole thing's reassembled, because I need to know that the tension is sufficient and squeezing it right to be able to make the LCD screen work. So we can either sit here and watch, and I could sing you a song, or in the interest of saving humanity for all things, we won't do that, and instead we'll just temporarily pause, and we'll be right back.